All right, guys, so in front of me is this beautiful Rapid Red F350 Platinum truck dually that is hooked up to this Grand Design Reflection fifth wheel. This fifth wheel, it really doesn't matter what the weight is, but I'll go over it anyways. Has a gross vehicle weight rating of 10,995, relatively light, but we are not towing, well, technically we are, but we are not actually towing this the traditional way you might think. This new 2020 model truck, as well as a lot of the other Super Duties, come equipped with the Pro Trailer Backup Assist, which is essentially that little knob that you can turn in the dash and it does the steering for you. You simply turn the knob the direction you want the trailer to turn, which is kind of counterintuitive to people who have been towing a lot. Typically, you understand you counter steer to turn a trailer somewhere. Well, this system essentially alleviates you from having to do that, and you control it with the knob in the dash. Let me show you what we're talking about. So first of all, this truck has a cargo capacity of 5,202 pounds, and that Pro Trailer Backup Assist is right here. So if you want the trailer to go left, the back end, you'll turn it that way. If you want to go right, you turn it that way. You use your navigation screen and you use your side mirrors. You really don't want to look at your steering wheel or out the front while you're doing it. You want to focus on what the trailer is doing, because by using this system, it takes the guesswork of counter steering out of the equation. I'm personally pretty good at backing up, so I don't really think I want to be the one that uses this system, because I think it will work kind of intuitively against the way I normally think. However, we have someone here who is not used to backing up trailers, and he's going to try to back this fifth wheel up using this system to see how well he does. So I think this should be pretty interesting. Hang tight, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got Don with us. He is Ford's Pro Trailer Backup Assist Supervisor. Can you tell us a little bit about the system? Because I know you've offered this system on travel trailers, and this is the first time you've offered the system for a fifth wheel.
Well, to enable the system on fifth wheel and gooseneck trailers, we needed a different sensing system to track the trailer angle. What we ended up doing is putting a yaw rate sensor on the trailer. You have to mount it on the trailer. Once you do that, if you know the wheelbase of the truck, you know there's inertial sensors already in the truck. We know the yaw rate of the vehicle. We know the yaw rate of the trailer. We can estimate from that information the trailer length. And then once we have all that information, there's dynamic equations that will let us to calculate the trailer angle. And that's how we determine the trailer angle.
Okay.
And that's what enabled our ability to provide Pro Trailer Backup Assist to the fifth wheel gooseneck market.
Gotcha. So that's all the geeky stuff, but for the driver, just turn the knob.
Just turn the knob. It's like a steering wheel for your trailer. Turn the knob. It's going to go in the direction you turn the knob. Let you back up your trailer without having to counter steer, match angles. Just focus on your trailer, turn the knob, and watch your trailer go where you want it to go.
Good deal. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So this is the knob that you use to control the trailer. This is our Pro Trailer Backup Assist knob.
Okay.
It's got a center push button. Once you push it, it'll bring up a menu on your cluster, and you pick the trailer. So this is when you set up the trailer. You got to actually enter in the name.
Okay.
And then once the sensor's connected, it'll tell you to calibrate if you've already calibrated the truck. What it's telling you right now is that the yaw rate system has an initializer is every time you turn on the truck.
Okay.
That just takes about 10 or 15 feet of pulling forward.
Okay. So we just pull forward for that.
And normally, a lot of people drive the trucks before they actually back them up, and this happens in the background.
Yeah.
But if it didn't, you got to pull forward.
Line it up.
Yeah, just maybe 5 kph. Just a little. It'll tell you as soon as it's done.
Okay. So shift to reverse to activate.
Shift to reverse to activate. So let's go through the screens that are available. So this is the screens that are normally available in our previous models as trailer reverse guidance. Now we've integrated with the Pro Trailer Backup System. So you pull out this menu and it gives you all these options. Now, 360 system is good for if you have things close to the front end of your truck, you want to watch and make sure you got clearance to like a pole or something else. The rear view camera, not as good for a fifth wheel trailer, better for conventional trailers, and this is just a wide view angle, the same thing.
Okay.
This is from the top of your cab.
Okay.
Right? See your bed, see what the trailer position is relative to your bed. These are the two most useful for backing up. This is one from the back of the trailer. So this is a camera mounted on the back of the trailer, so you don't running over stuff. So this is really useful. If you're using your mirrors and this camera, this is really a complete setup. You don't need a spotter outside. It kind of gives you everything you need. Or you can use your split view, which is cameras mounted in the mirrors and see both sides of your truck at the same time, just by looking at it. So you kind of switch between this. Now this graphic is integrated also with our system. So the graphic of the trailer is the current position of your trailer. The white line indicates your knob position. So where do you want the trailer to go relative to your truck, right? So what angle do you want it to reach? The more you turn the knob, the more it'll go, the less you turn it, the less. So this kind of gives you an idea of magnitude. One of the important things with fifth wheel trailers is once you get into that yellow zone, that's where it gets really hard to straighten up. Fifth wheel trailers just don't unwind that easy to get them back to straight. So if you can keep it, if you can make the turn without doing that, you can do it probably without having to pull forward once during your backup. If you have to get in there to make a tight turn, you can do that, but you're likely going to have to pull forward once to kind of straighten everything out and then finish backing it up. So that's basically the system. My advice is slow turning of the knob, see how the system reacts, dial in, turn, and hold.
And then the way you turn the knob is the way
you want the trailer to go. So if you want the trailer to go right, you turn it to the right. If you want it to go left, you turn it to the left. And the magnitude is just how much you turn the knob.
Okay. It's like if somebody put their hands on the...
You just got to ignore the steering wheel. It's going to do its own thing to get the trailer in the position you're directing with the knob.
Okay, so you keep a little pressure on it, and that's interesting.
Just kind of watch it in the mirror or through the center display.
That's pretty rad.
How's it feel? Does it feel like it's an easier way to back up, or just a different way?
If you're an experienced person, you know how to back up a trailer. I wouldn't say you'd be using it all the time. However, sure is handy though, and it's super easy to use once it's set up. I mean, I like how you have to keep a little bit of pressure on it all the time. It makes you kind of honest when you're backing up a trailer. You're not just gonna freak out or anything. It's easy to.
You think this would be a feature you used if you owned a fifth wheel?
Me personally,
so it's going to keep turning for a little while because of this fifth wheel. You want to kind of straighten it out now.
Okay.
And it'll unwind and keep turning a little bit. And this is just something you're going to gain with experience of using the system, that it kind of keeps turning after you try and straighten it out. But, there is still a learning curve, right? You're still in control. You're still turning the trailer. But the learning curve is a lot quicker than doing it manually if you're not familiar with backing up trailers.
And you can back it up. I mean, it's pretty darn straight right there, and stuff. So that's really, I like it.
Very predictive, which is nice.
It is, and you've got multiple screen views, which is even. That's
the screens are really. What are you concerned about? What's it's what the user thinks is most important to him for that particular situation.
Right.
Because, the back view isn't the most important one all the time. None of them are. It's just what's important to you for that particular situation.
Right, and if you're backing up, you can clearly see those cones and everything, too. That's super helpful. It's not always easy to gauge based off of your mirrors. You sort of can based off shadows and stuff, but it's not always the easiest. So,
agreed.
Very cool. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
That was really easy. It's very intuitive. Easy to learn for sure.
We're just going to reposition the truck back where it was so the next person can get in here and see how easy the system is to operate. Again, this is kind of one of those things, if I had it, I would probably end up using it. Even though instinctually I really don't think I would need to, it's one of those things that once you have it, it's a tool that you have, why not use it? It's like you could always use a hand screwdriver, but if you have a power drill. Again, thank you for your time, man. That was really cool. You like the system?
It's cool, yeah. I would, I think after using it now, I might end up actually using it more.
Yep, that's awesome.
Cool.
All right, guys. Y'all take care. Thank you.